morning, everyone. This is our little next YouTube video on our Do-It-Yourself-Fix-It channel. Starting a new hobby, metal detecting. Gonna add a few things to that as we go along, such as using magnets and ribbons and stuff like that. Getting older and I want to get some exercise. I used to exercise a lot before I got married, but that went downhill real fast. I'll leave it at that. I want to discuss 4 items despite there's only 3 here. First, let's discuss the item that's not here. That would be a Kellyco digger. It's the one that comes with the orange sheath, orange handle. Looks very heavy duty. Costs like $47, I believe, on Kellyco. I went out for an hour and a half and I tried it in some pretty stiff dirt, grass, no roots or nothing. No real rocks, small stuff. In about an hour and a half I digged up about 10 items, a lot of pennies, and the detector was reading kind of deep. It was reading 8 inches or so, and they were about 6 to 8 inches, yes. So the detector was working pretty good. It really liked the pennies. Like the coins. I was using it in pro mode first time. Trying to get used to the audio differences between the mast of the item, depth, and even the angle of a coin being up and down instead of sideways, so you're going to get a different signal. So I'm working on that as beginners learning stuff. The Kellyco digger, after about 20 minutes taking up a plug, I'm not going to say I did a great job, I'm a new guy, but after taking up first 20 minutes I went to go down and it bent on me. Now, I was kind of shocked because there was a video on YouTube about that particular digger bending and it doesn't have the greatest reviews on it. Make sure I put in my review on Kellyco. You can see it there. Should be under Victor, V-I-K-T-A. I was kind of shocked, and then I was able to bend it back, and you can see it now. It's like kind of it's not a straight edge anymore. It's kind of like a little bit wavy, and gave it to my wife for gardening, because for her, for doing planting, is what that's for. Okay, and then doing some research, looking around for something else to replace that digger. Not wanting to spend a ton of money, I started to see about a Japanese digger called Hori Hori, which means dig dig. H-O-R-I, H-O-R-I. There were different ones, some of them nicer than the others, good pricing on Amazon. The more I looked, the more features I started to spot with my eye, and this is what I want to discuss. So I'm definitely not going to recommend the one that's not here. The Kellyco orange sheath, $47 digger. Gator digger, excuse me. That's the name, Gator digger. Totally not recommended at all. Might get you to a pinch, loose soil, planting, fine. But we're talking about digging. Yeah, we're talking about metal detector and whatever you get into, you want to try to finish your day out. Okay, just having one digger on you like that and it bends, you're not going to be a happy camper. I was not a happy camper, but either way, you can see the sand scoop I still have. Haven't used it yet. Can be used in rivers, would be nice. Okay, so I'm definitely keeping that. Advantage here would be it's not metal, so whatever you have in there, you can use your pinpointer or whatever it is you're using, your detector, whatever. So it's gonna work nice. Thank you, Kellyco, for that. Paid $17, and this one seems to be gonna work out fine. Next one I want to discuss is going to be the Hori Horis. They were different ones, and this particular one, made by Fiskars, looked very similar to the ones on Amazon. Very similar pricing, which I was surprised because it's I got it from Home Depot, large chain store. So I was a little bit surprised at that, and I got it for $5 cheaper. So I'm spending $30. I paid $25 plus tax, $24.99, $24.95 plus tax, whatever it was. Good pricing. Looking at it, some people might notice some differences right away. They might not. I noticed in a lot of sheaths on Amazon they had 1, 2, maybe 3 rivets. This one has 6, so it's gonna help this not rip as fast. You got an extra piece of material here. If you guys can see that, a third piece. You got one side, this side, a third piece. So it fits nice in there, helping it to not tear up so easily. Nice added feature like that. Fits very, very good, so that's nice. The Velcro, I know it's going to get dirty. I don't know how long it's going to last, how long it's going to be useful. When it becomes unuseful, I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, so I do like the sheath. The sheath for the $25 is very nice. You guys can start to look at the blade. It's in inches. Sorry, let's see if I get that light in there correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. And you're gonna have 6 here. So about 6.5 plus blade. Not quite 7, a hair short, some might say, compared to others. But I'm not worried about that. One of these things about these Fiskars or Hori Horis is they're thinner. They're about 1.5 inches wide for the norm, maybe a hair wider. And they're not as wide as a 2-inch trowel, like a Lesche, like the shovel we're going to discuss in a second. That's the correct pronunciation, so I apologize if I butchered that. But nice stainless steel, ribbed edge here. When you go along, it doesn't feel sharp, but if you go along the top edge, you can start to feel the sharpness there. So yes, it can be sharpened if you like. On this side, it has some sharpness from the factory. The point has a little bit of sharpness, but hopefully not enough to cut you if you make a mistake. Maybe a small gouge. I'm not sure what this little cutter here is, for a fishing line or something, or some kind of rope or twine if you're doing gardening. So a couple little added features just looking at the knife. You look at the back here, I like the way it's thicker. If you guys can see, I really hope you guys can see that in the video. It's thicker here and it starts to thin out here, which so you have this centerpiece here, center mass, and then you have a thinness around the edges. So this tends to look really like a dagger from the opposite side, not quite like a digging tool. Okay, when you see the serrated edges there, it's nice that it has the name Fiskars and the edges, and you can illustrate to a ranger, park manager, someone that it's a digging tool. Okay, but it does look a little a little tough there, so should be careful with that. Another thing, several other things I saw on some of the Hori Horis is some of them came with this guard here, and some of them didn't. The second I saw that on one of them, I stopped looking at everything else that didn't have one. Okay, so that's added advantage, because this is not the least sharp here. You're holding this and you slip for whatever reason, might not come out pretty. Okay, so I highly recommend this guard here. There's so many other stuff online that you see and people don't even discuss it. They don't notice it. I'm glad I noticed it, and I'm glad to be able to mention it to you guys. 3 rivets instead of 2. And here you can see, hopefully, this is a full tang. The blade is one piece going here to here. So with the 3 rivets, and this wood looks pretty hard. I see more indentations here, which is this is a tighter, more stiffer piece. The other side has less veins in it, if that's the proper pronunciation. Hoping you guys can see that. So this one might be slightly softer. Okay. As soon as I saw this for the price at Home Depot, I was kind of shocked at what this company's offering at that price range. Over here, the butt, if that's the correct pronunciation, and this might, I'm not sure which area is called a hilt. I think it might be this one here, the guard, but you guys can correct me on that, please. I am a newbie, so I deserve to be corrected. This butt here is a really nice piece and very, very strong, and nice hole there. So one of the things people might do is something like this to help them get more leverage, which is very, very nice. You have a small inconspicuous tool, you're in the yard and you pull this out of your pack or your belt on your side, out of the sheath, and they say, well, he's not using a shovel. He's using a gardening tool, so that's nice. Getting all this spotted or semi-rusted or oxidized, whatever you can do to it to make it look less new, less shiny, less like a dagger, might be a good idea. I also intended to put a bolt or something right through here to maybe put a ball here so I can really have a better grip. Let's see, one I kind of liked, snake, tiger snake, Tyger snake trowel. Has a little T-handle, I believe, and this is maybe 12 inches or so. That one was a little bit longer, maybe 14 inches. I kind of liked that. $80 from overseas, possibly Australia. There is a video on YouTube on that, which I kind of like, really like the design. Another guy took a Lesche and he just kind of took the handle off and put a T on top. The same diameter tubing, whatever it is, inch and something, and it looked really, really nice. I mean, that was, you have this and you have your little T handle here, so you're working really good. So there's some good stuff out there if you can afford it. I can't afford it, so I'm gonna take advantage of this full tang here and this butt here, and I'm not gonna try to make it so big that I have to flex this handle so much. When I'm just gonna try to make a ball so I can apply my pressure accordingly. Okay, so that's an idea I'll be doing with this Hori Hori. Since it's that well constructed, I'm kind of amazed. Okay, highly recommended. I did try it out for a short spell outside. It didn't dig that much better than the Gator, but it is thinner, so maybe it was just me that day. It should actually dig better, but you might have to have more cuts to dig your plug on a Hori Hori, since it's only 1.5 inches. Okay, I guess that's what I can say about that for now. Also noticed with a hand digger, and it's not quite cutting it for a newbie like me. I'm 55 years old. I work hard. Even my hands can tend to feel the pain, the burn, from overuse at times in my job. So I said to myself, I have to have a real digging shovel. I could have went to Lowe's, if that's in your budget, get a nice trenching shovel, or Home Depot, and they'll have this foot back here where you can use your shoe, whatever type of shoe it is you're using, and put pressure here, which is really, really nice. They make all kinds of different versions of this you guys might want to consider. This one is a Sampson, it's not the Sampson Pro. The Sampson Pro, I believe the tapering here is a little more extreme. Instead of being 3.5, it's probably about 3. Kind of looking similar, more similar to the Predator. And it's gonna have either grooves on one side or both sides, depending upon the configuration you're looking at. Okay, I thought this was very, very satisfactory for me. I thought it would make really nice clean plugs having this here. Some people complain about the edges that they cut to, or they get caught, stuff gets caught in them, would be branches, grass, roots, whatever it is. But really, you're going to get used to whatever tool you're using, especially from a company as good as Lesche. I hope I didn't butcher that name again, so you guys correct me, please. Looking at it, it looks a lot like the material on their knife, their trowel that they have. So I'm guessing I'm going to get some rust spots on it. It's an aircraft grade steel. Don't remember reading the word stainless steel. Again, if someone wants to correct me, please. I'm thinking it's a nice high carbon steel. Okay. The welds look very, very good. It's welded back here. It's welded around the circle. It's welded on the other side, and it's welded in the back. So this joint doesn't look like it's going anywhere. The fold here in the center should give some more stability and strength to it. And then this bent area here, what is a foot or a butt or whatever they want to call it on the shovel, it's nice to put your shoe on, whatever type of shoe you're using. so that can be a great deal. I see this on all of them, some kind of, looks like they messed it up on the front and the back. And after looking at it very carefully, I'm considering that there's a hole here on the front and the back, and that's just additional spot welding. Kind of the way they do things, okay? Now I got the 31 inch, this is a 31 inch with a ball handle. It does not have a T-handle. Alright, so it's a ball handle, okay? I got the 31 inch because it's the shortest one enough that, at my short stature, 5'6", I can use it as a cane or walking stick. And the 40 inch with the T-handle might have been the best if I was in the woods and I had a lot of grounds to cover with limited restrictions. But over here where I'm at in Virginia, seems to be a lot of restrictions. And the emphasis seems to be on being more low-key and more neutral. So I will be taking the finish and deciding what to do with this finish. Simplest taping it up to other stuff. Okay, I do very much like the quality here. There are no stickers on here. I took them all off. Totally necessary for me to look at stickers, and again, more low-keyed. The T-handle would have been a little more obvious, so again, more low-keyed with the ball. Okay, I positive I'm going to get sufficient leverage with the ball, the height, and the foot pad over here, this bend right here. So I really did not need the T. I figure I will show you guys what I'm starting out with, my digging tools, and I want to modify the handle here. I know I'm going to be needing this sooner or later, one of these days, so it'll be in my backpack, whatever backpack I decide to use. Hopefully I have one lying around the house. I don't have to spend any money. I want to go out and get a decent pair of hiking shoes so I can get in mud and get in the woods and get in this and get in that and not worry about hopefully anything getting my ankles or socks and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be going to Dick's to look at something like that. So some, not Columbia Dick's, I saw other stuff there that look pretty decent to look at. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any comments, please leave them below, and I'll get to you guys for the next one. Bye.